Dear friends and faithful believers, it is with hearts brimming with hope and profound gratitude that we warmly welcome each of you gathered here today on our beloved channel. In these turbulent times, may the peace and grace of our Lord Jesus Christ envelop you and be with you always, guiding your thoughts, actions, and spirits as we navigate through these challenging moments together. Today, we find ourselves bearing witness to the devastating consequences of nature's unfathomable fury as the coastal city of Acapulco faces the wrath of Hurricane John, which continues to wreak havoc across the region. What began as a mere tropical storm has rapidly escalated into a relentless force of destruction, unleashing its might and leaving a profound impact on the lives of countless individuals who call this vibrant city home. For nearly 72 hours, Acapulco has endured a relentless battering from fierce winds that howl with a menacing intensity, accompanied by torrential rainfall that seems unending. The familiar streets, once bustling with life and activity, have now transformed into treacherous rivers, surging with murky waters that pose grave dangers to all in their path. In addition to this, the surrounding hills have been triggered into deadly landslides, causing devastation and chaos in areas that were previously peaceful and picturesque. In light of these catastrophic events, we are reminded of our shared humanity and the strength we possess when we come together in times of crisis. Our hearts go out to all those affected by this disaster, and we stand in solidarity with them, offering our prayers and support as they confront the challenges that lie ahead. Let us unite our voices in hope, compassion, and determination to help rebuild the lives and communities that have been so severely impacted by this tragedy. One of the most severe impacts has been observed along the Jaca River, which snakes its way through the heart of Acapulco. Once a calm and scenic waterway, this river has now burst its banks, sending torrents of water surging through residential areas and sweeping away everything in their path. Buildings, vehicles, and debris have been carried downstream, leaving behind a scene of utter chaos and devastation. Despite the tireless efforts to contain the rising floodwaters, the river remains a significant and persistent threat, putting lives and property at risk. Moreover, the devastation is not confined to Acapulco alone. Neighboring areas, including Chilpancingo, Tecoluta de Catalana, and Cuenca de Benítez, are also teetering on the brink of disaster. In these regions, rivers are at an alarming risk of overflowing, and in the Chilpancingo Renacimiento neighborhood, the situation has turned increasingly grim. Residents have watched in helpless despair as their vehicles and even entire homes have been swept away by the relentless force of the floodwaters. The community is facing heart-wrenching losses, and the emotional toll is immeasurable. Adding to the severity of this crisis is Hurricane John's unexpected resurgence. Dubbed a zombie hurricane, it initially weakened after making landfall as a Category 3 storm, but has since regained strength, catching many off guard. Now, as a Category 1 hurricane, John has re-entered the region, triggering further flooding, landslides, and significant damage to infrastructure, particularly in Zihuatanejo. The unexpected nature of this resurgence has left many feeling anxious and unprepared for the challenges that lie ahead. The statistics surrounding this unfolding disaster paint a grim picture. Over 250 millimeters of rain have fallen, winds have reached a terrifying 120 kilometers per hour, and waves as high as 6 meters have relentlessly pounded the coastline. These figures offer just a glimpse into the scale of the crisis Acapulco is facing, but perhaps the most tragic aspect is the human toll. So far, 7 lives have been lost, and there are fears that this number could rise as rescue operations continue in hard-hit neighborhoods like Escudero, where a deadly landslide has buried homes and vehicles, trapping families in their own places of refuge. Daily life in Acapulco has come to a screeching halt. Schools have been closed indefinitely, and public transportation services have been suspended, leaving many residents stranded and isolated from essential resources. Evacuation centers have been hastily set up for those displaced by the disaster, but the road to recovery is expected to be long and arduous. The process of rebuilding is just beginning, yet the people of Acapulco are resilient and will face these challenges head-on, as they have countless times before. Amidst this turmoil and chaos, we find ourselves presented with a precious opportunity to come together as a united community, extending our hands in love and unwavering support to those who are in desperate need. Just as Jesus miraculously fed the multitude with only 5 loaves and 2 fish, we too have the ability to share our resources, offer a helping hand, and show our profound compassion to those who have been profoundly affected by this devastating catastrophe. In times of adversity, it is essential for us to remember that our true strength lies not in isolation, but in unity and love for one another. Together, we can become a radiant light that shines brightly through the encroaching darkness, helping to heal the wounds of our brothers and sisters in Acapulco, reminding them that they are not alone in their issue. FERING. As the courageous rescue operations continue and recovery efforts begin to take shape, let us hold firmly to our faith, which serves as a beacon of hope. We are reminded of the powerful moment in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 4, verse 39, when Jesus calmed the raging storm by speaking to the wind and waves with authority, saying, "Peace, be still." In our prayers, let us fervently call upon Him to bring peace to the hearts of those who are suffering, to calm the storms that rage not only in nature, but also within the depths of our own souls. Let us invoke His presence to bring comfort and strength to those who are overwhelmed by fear and uncertainty. In conclusion, as Acapulco faces the harrowing aftermath of Hurricane John, may we stand united in both prayer and action, demonstrating our commitment to helping those affected by this tragedy. Let us reflect the love of Christ through our acts of compassion, embodying His Spirit as we reach out to others in need. As we trust that He will guide us through this trying time, may we also find the courage to rise above the floodwaters of despair, bringing renewed hope and healing to our communities. We can be assured that Jesus is our steadfast anchor in the storm, providing us with the strength we need to overcome adversity and emerge as a more compassionate and resilient community.